Alright, welcome everyone to another welcome to the meta. Tonight I'm actually going to take a look at two Mage decks. I'm gonna switch up here. Play a couple games with each. One to control, one aggro Mage. The first I'm going to start with is the control Mage. This deck goes by the name Otter Pops. Don't know the origin of that name. I guess the guy that created it's Otter, but I don't know where the Pops joke comes in. It's probably an inside joke. This is a good control Mage deck for current meta. Does well against most types that you're gonna see, excepting, say, control warriors. That would be nasty. Zoo and rush decks if you don't get the early cards you need to make it last a long level. So in control, we're trying to play the long game and outlast our opponent and then shut them down with some really key plays that by the end of the game we should have in our hand. So what's in this deck for that? Right off the bat is Alexstrasza. You cannot play this deck without Alexstrasza. It is not replaceable. Okay, Alexstrasza is your late turn play because you're not going to be dealing damage out the entire game. And you need to cut the hero's health to half and then follow with 2 Firebolts or Pyroblast or some minions and Alexstrasza on the board. Basically, it's a 2-turn lethal play coming. If you don't have a way to drop 15 points of health off a hero you have been hitting the entire game, this deck is just not going to work. It's just not going to be something you can substitute in. There's not going to be a alternate for this. So, you're going to need Alexstrasza. 1 Pyroblast, multiple Pyroblasts are dead cards in your hand. If you need to play 2 Pyroblasts to win, things have gone wrong for you. Pyroblast should just be the finisher. Just done. Just victory. 1 Flame Strike. This is making room for some other cards, so that's kind of interesting. Playing this deck, I really felt the need for another Flame Strike. In place of a Flame Strike is 2 Blizzards. Why the Blizzards over Flame Strike? Well, we're just trying to control the board, not necessarily clear the board. Although the clearing mechanism we do have in the deck is Doomsayer. So by freezing the board and playing Doomsayer is the method of board clear in this deck, more so than your Flame Strike would typically do. Alright, so you got Azure Drakes, just great spell. Fireballs, nothing new there. Acolytes of Pain, good good card you can get out early and also help draw into the other cards that you need. Nothing screams control more than running 2 ice blocks and 2 ice barriers. I would again say these are not replaceable cards. Maybe you can put some taunt minions in if you don't have them, but 3 cost, 8 health. 3 cost, get another free turn, like regardless of what happens. It's really valuable cards. So I definitely think you need these to run this deck. That's not really an option. I mean, those help you get to the later rounds better than anything else in the deck. Frost Nova is a cheaper way to freeze the board and get out Doomsayer. It really exists for no other purpose. Novice Engineer, card draw, we talked about that. Blood Mage Thalanos. She's not really an early drop. You don't want her early. She's a good late game spell damage that takes you over the top and gives you the ability to fireball out a creature or something that you couldn't have reached otherwise. Frostbolt, you really want to save Frostbolt to combo with Ice Lance, and preferably to the opposing player's face, okay? If you can't, this does a great job of taking down some minions. This is a good way to control as backup. Mirror Image is also rounding out the deck here as just another good control card. Unfortunately, Mirror Image doesn't do any damage itself, but, you know, we'll have a lot of opportunity to ping in this deck because, you know, we won't be doing a lot of direct damage with other cards. Interesting things we're not running. We're not running Arcane Missiles. We're not running Mana Worms. Those are very, very common. We're not running Sorcerer's Apprentice, okay? This is a different kind of deck, but has shown to be very well in the current meta. That's the overview of the deck. What am I kicking off here? I'm kicking off rank 12, almost rank 11. So let's see where this goes. I'll say I have not had great... The last time I fired into Mage a couple weeks ago and played some Mage hands because I had some quests to clear, did not go well. It was not favorable in the teens to be playing Mage. Let's see if that's changed any.
Jane versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
You asked.
Okay, right off the bat, we're gonna mulligan all of this because we have to treat it as a zoo, and we're gonna need some answers to the zoo fast. Mirror Image is one answer, these other two, absolutely not. Doomsayer, possibly. But we'll need to combo it with the freeze, and right now that's a turn 8 play, we're dead. Okay. Best thing that happened is he coins up to a, Oh, he coined up to life tap. It's maybe a hand lock. I was gonna say coins up to an Ancient Watcher. We're just gonna shoot him here. Even though, you know, we might be racing him to his giants. The beauty about this, about being a mage is, you don't really care about taunted giants as much, as long as they're not hitting you in the face. No better play here than just to go ahead and prep that now. Just so it's up. Also, it can make him think twice about playing his Drake. Like, maybe he's gonna give us a Drake here. Okay, he's gonna pop out some silence. We're of course just gonna shoot that and continue to stack cards here. I think if I've done the math right, he could play a Stone Giant at the turn. He might have been a card short. Okay, there's one Watcher. If he silences the Watcher, which is... I'm going to say that was a bad order of play there. I think it's worth handling... I mean, unless he's got a second owl on him. In which case, we'll have 6 mana, so we can fireball this and take out the owl. I'm just going to ping him. Okay, we got a Drake. We could go ahead and pop a freeze, but we can't play a Doomsayer on top of it. I don't know it's a Doomsayer board yet. We can be patient here. Okay, good. So we've got a good combo that we can get a Doomsayer out. That allows us to be a little bit freer next time. He's not below enough health to where Molten Giants are an issue. That will be an issue for us when he gets down under 15 health, especially. So this is a great board to go ahead and Doomsayer. Now he can Siphon Soul, that would be a good way for him to deal with it. I'm not going to play both my Doomsayers because these will still be frozen. And I can just go ahead next turn and Blizzard Doomsayer. And we are amassing the combos I need to deal some damage, so turn 10... we might be able to win this game. Turn 8, if we have to Blizzard and Doomsayer, we do that. So turn 9, maybe we can Ice Lance, Frost, and just start hitting a lot of damage. This will give us the extra turn that we're gonna need. Probably to survive some giant hits to the face. Okay, a Soulfire. A double Soulfire is how he stops it. So,
I knew it!
he did not have a Siphon Soul in his hand, I think. Or he's wanting to get out more minions. The best thing he could do is like play a Nah, he didn't have enough mana for a Molten Giant. Okay, he's gonna shields up. Like I said, at this point, we're delaying one turn to kill him.
Job's done.
So turn 9, we're gonna be playing a Fireball combo. Let's see, so that's, we can actually get out Thalanos and all of that damage. We're gonna take a bunch of hits to the face, but that's okay. He cannot kill us next turn. Let's do the math once again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
We hunger for vengeance.
Actually, Thalanos gave us the win. Wouldn't have changed my plan in any separate form. That's probably the best case scenario you can get there. Playing another, you know, handlock who's going to drop their life, but also give us time to build our hand. So, alright, I'm gonna play a few more games with Otter Pop.